1 year ago, on this day, the 20th September of 2019, I uploaded my first ever YouTube tutorial video about game development. Since then, I tried and mostly succeeded in providing tips and tricks about game dev on a weekly basis. Of course, it wasn't an easy thing to do, and I felt somehow awkward sitting there alone and speaking in front of the PC. But today, after 40 plus videos on my channel, it's almost the same, not much has changed. It will always be awkward just speaking alone with nobody around in a microphone. Now, my game dev journey started a long time before that, about 6 years ago. 6 whole years. The idea of creating a game started from the days of my childhood, where I used to sketch and draw whatever anime was popular at that time, from Pokemon, Digimon to Yu-Gi-Oh! And One Piece. After having thousands of drawings, the next big questions in my head was, how can I actually make my creations move, just like on TV? With this out-of-the-world mystery, I immediately watched every possible video on the internet about animating and decided to create my first flipbook animation. Yes, you heard right, a flipbook. What else should I do? I was about 10 years old, had no computer, no digital drawing skills, only a pencil and paper. At that point, I was still very young and game development wasn't a thing yet. Fast forward to when I was 17, the year where I discovered the game engine of the game engines that opened my eyes and unfolded a whole new world in front of me. Unity. With Unity on my side, I knew that all of my previous skills could now be combined to create something unique, something that gives you the opportunity to be a creator of a whole new world, a game. With this freshly born love between me and Unity, my game dev journey finally started. I started to learn C#, which I thought was the most dominant scripting language to use in combination with Unity, and I was proven right. My first game ever took me about 3 months to complete, and it was epic, well, at least in my eyes. During that process, I learned all the basics by watching countless videos on YouTube on every topic you could possibly imagine. The channel that kicked off my journey and really helped me a lot was, of course, no other than Brackeys. Thanks a lot, dude! So when I completed my first game, the excitement I felt was just over the top. I decided to publish the game to Play Store and make it available for all Android devices. I created my developer account and uploaded the game. Fruity Lips was ready to take over the mobile game market. Thousands and thousands of players played and rated my game in the first week, and Fruity Lips was climbing up the charts in no time. I'm kidding. Friends and family were the first players, and the amount of downloads I received was a bit more than 10. It seems like a small number, but despite that, only the idea of having something I created all by myself out there in front of a huge audience, wow! It can't be described with simple words. Every single download meant that somewhere, someone found my game, he liked it and decided to give it a try. What else could I possibly want as a fresh game developer? 1 year later, and I started studying at university as an electrical and computer engineer. The programming knowledge I gained surely helped me a lot on my personal projects, and I continued developing small games. Most of them sadly never saw the light of the day and are stored in some USB stick locked away. That's how good they were. During that time, I was also developing a huge project, an RPG mobile game, where you could equip numerous items to your hero, defeat monsters, level up, fight bosses, and all that in 30 different levels, each with a unique theme and drawing. All drawings from the characters, the items, the UI and the level backgrounds were all created by me, so imagine how stressful and difficult that task was. I didn't even mention the scripting part, where I had to learn so many systems that an RPG game needed. I can only say 3 words that describe the process. Totally worth it. Creaturelands is available for free on Android and PC, so if you want to check out my work, feel free to do so, and I would love to read your honest feedback. Creaturelands was a hard game to create, but everything I learned from that gives me now the opportunity to teach you step by step everything you need to know about game dev in order to create your own game. That's why this YouTube channel exists in the first place, and I have to thank you for being part of the community. After Fruity Lips and Creature Lands, the next thing I wanted to create was an Endless Runner, with the main hero being a little Spartan warrior. The Endless Runner genre was not so difficult as the RPG, but it also needed new knowledge to acquire. The hardest part was to create a lot of different tiles that will spawn on the right place randomly with different power-ups, monsters or traps. This system is totally needed if you want to have a fun game that feels somehow different every time you play. The title of this game is Sparta, and it was the first time I was using pixel art. Not bad, what do you think? With pixel art being the main art style of the game, I also learned how to create and organize sprite sheets for the environment and the character animations. You can find helpful videos about that on my channel. Sparta is a game I personally love very much, and I'm also planning in updating it from time to time with new end bosses and worlds you can travel to through portals. Last but not least, my latest creation is Mr. Cheesy. During this year's quarantine, the Ludum Dare Game Jam 46 started, and I decided to take part on my first ever game jam. The theme was Keep It Alive, and after giving it a little bit of thought, an idea was born. A piece of cheese sliding down an endless cheese grater being chased by colorful rats. Mr. Cheesy was the top 10 most rated games, and with almost 5,000 game submissions, he also managed to take the 310th place. I couldn't believe this, and I'm still very happy and proud of these results. As for now, I'm working on an idle slime game where you can combine slimes of the same kind to discover new species. Each slime has its own attack power, and the total amount is your island power. With enough strong slimes, you will be able to conquer hostile islands and get their loot back home. The idle mechanics of the game are about the currency. The main currency of Slimeland Evolution, that's how I call the game, are jellies. They can be produced by unlocking jelly producers on a separate island, and when upgrading them, you can harvest even more. The game is still in the early stages and needs a lot of work to do. That's why I started uploading devlogs about it, so that you can watch the process and learn through that videos. Ideas and suggestions are also very welcome. You guys have been awesome since the very start of this channel, and I can only hope that you enjoy watching my videos. I will definitely continue working on new stuff that I want to show you and improve my game development skills, together with my YouTube video skills. All this takes of course a lot of time, so I thought that maybe having a Patreon or a Ko-fi account could support the channel and me, so that I can focus more on providing useful tutorials instead of having to work part-time jobs. Right now it's just an idea and I haven't really put much thought into it. If I'm actually launching something like this, I want to be able to provide my supporters with more exclusive content, behind the scenes stuff, scripts, and help you out in general. For example, in a supporters only Discord channel where I can build a better communication with you. As soon as I will be able to do all of that for you, I will announce it and let you know, together with 1 or 2 surprises. But that for another time. In the meantime, the only thing I can ask from you is to subscribe to the channel and ring the bell to get notified about new videos that will help you out on your game dev journey. Nothing more than that. Simple, easy, and just a button click is all I need. And the coffee I'm having right now. Thank you so much for watching till the end. It means a lot, and having the opportunity to talk to you about my game dev journey makes me the happiest developer. Hope you enjoyed watching, and maybe I could inspire you to create your awesome dream game. Ciao!